Super Bowl appreciation. We've been covering Super Bowl 25 between the Giants and the Bills without any video, as have been all the Super Bowl appreciations. But now, the last few minutes, we're going to slap onto film. We're going to use the highlights. We'll also give you, again, a little sense of the game. We covered it for about 15 minutes on the last S.A.L.T production. Check that out for a lengthy analysis of Super Bowl 25. Here, I just want to cover basically what were the two main themes of the game. One, the Giants, when they had the ball, pounding it and running it against the undersized Buffalo Bill defense. They had it for 40 minutes. O.J. Anderson, 100 yards, Meggett another 40. And they had long drives, 4 long drives. Ball possession, kept the ball out of Buffalo's hands, the great Buffalo offense. And that essentially was one of the keys in winning this game. Hostetler was decent when he had to throw the ball. Coming in, I think the pressure of being a backup for 9 years, suddenly coming in, did well in the Chicago playoff game, did well in the 49er championship game, and now he has done well in the Super Bowl. The situation here, 3rd and 3, 20-9. The Giants are leading 20-19. A couple of minutes, 3.5 minutes left. A first down here obviously would, even though Buffalo has 2 timeouts left, that would obviously make Buffalo use up all their timeouts. It would get down to the 2-minute warning, and Buffalo would have obviously a tough time winning this game if they give up this first down. 3rd and 3, you would think they would pound the ball here if they could go with that option, the way they've been pounding it all game. Or another thing they've been using well is Mark Bavaro. Mark Bavaro is their number one receiver. They're the type of team, the Giants, that use their tight end as their number one receiver. They're not saying that their other receivers are bad. You got Baker and Ingram. By the way, Ingram was the name I couldn't think of, who got the big 3rd and 13 with the great moves. Bavaro was an option here. So let's see what the Giants do on 3rd and 3. Yeah, Anderson and Bavaro both check out. Did you hear what Dan Dierdorf said? And Dierdorf was great in this game announcing. You'll see another thing he's about to say in a second, where he figures out the play. But Anderson and Bavaro not in there. I would have had them both in there and used one of those two for this play. They put 4 wide receivers. To the 45.5. You see Meggett just split out wide left. That's Meggett splitting out wide left. So now Dierdorf figured out what the play is. Watch Hostetler run with the ball, Dan Dierdorf said, and he's right. They're not going to pass the ball here. That would be a little bit risky, and also you want to make Buffalo use up another timeout. So Hostetler's running up the middle. Did not get it. Short of the first down. Now, watch this. 2:34 when the play ended. This is something I never noticed before.
The Bills with 2 timeouts.
Finally, they called timeout. They ended up calling timeout with 2:22 remaining. They wasted 10 to 12 seconds there. And you'll see that eventually there was a play they couldn't get off before the 2-minute warning. At the end, they ended up a little right at the edge of field goal range. So that was I never noticed that they had wasted that much time of 10 to 12 seconds there. Okay, now that we've covered when the Giants had the ball, they're about to punt. Buffalo's going to have their last chance. We'll cover that in a second. Hey, listen first to what Dan Dierdorf says here.
Well, you think we'll see Gary Reasons take off in a fake punt here?
You think we'll see Gary Reasons take on a fake punt, referring to the championship game. Giants down 13-9, early stages, 4th quarter. And would you believe it? Bill Parcells, one of the great qualities of his is that he's aggressive, attack, take chances, and he pulled a fake punt off. They snapped it right to Reasons, who stands between the punter and the snapper. He ran right up the middle. It came out after the game, as you'll hear in a second, a joke that they're going to make. It came out the 49ers only had 10 men on the field, but even if they had 11, they were caught napping. Reasons went up the middle for 30 yards, got into field goal range. They still didn't get a touchdown. They made it 13-12, and then they got the ball back after Eric Howard caused Roger Craig to fumble. And that man right there, Matt Barr, as the Giants then came down the field, Matt Barr hit his 5th field goal of the game. He hit 5 out of 6 for the day, including as time expired. And Pat Summerall, I'll say it again, said there will be no three-peat. 49ers were going for their third straight Super Bowl. So Al Michaels laughs at that. Think they'll pull a fake punt? Maybe if there's 10 men. Buffalo's going to be looking for it there. They would not surprise the Bills. And then look at this incredible stat, just to one more time show again. That's a Super Bowl record, 40 minutes of offense. But now we're going to talk about the other aspect of this game, as we can just get this punt going. But I'm going to pause. As you can see, the Giants were trying to draw Bills offside. Bills didn't move offside. The punt goes to the 10. Now listen to what Al Michaels says here as the first thing about this drive.
So now it's pretty simple for Buffalo. They're at the 10. You've got to move it into Scott Norwood's field goal range. He doesn't have a lot of range, and especially not on grass, but that's down the line right now. First things first for Buffalo, 2:16 left, one timeout left, one free one at the 2-minute warning.
Okay, he did that well. You got that 2:16 left, one timeout left. And they get the 2-minute warning, of course. But he did mention that Scott Norwood's range is not that great. We're going to see more stats about that as this drive develops. Because he doesn't have that great range, you got to think that Kelly's targeting the 25. And the announcers say that. Well, I forgot which one's about to say that. Jim Kelly, after the game, said he was targeting the 30. I don't know why he'd be targeting the 30 if Scott Norwood's never hit a 47-yarder, 46, 47-yarder on grass. He's got to be targeting the 25 at least. 30, you can at least try a field goal, but 25 is obviously what he'd be shooting for, much better. All right, well, let's talk about the Buffalo offense. It's the K-gun again. I covered it at length. You're going to have to watch my last SALT production of Super Bowl appreciation about Super Bowl 25 to tell you how great the Buffalo offense was, and they go fast, and they run the 2-minute offense all the time. Yeah, they're going to be running a 2-minute offense to try to win a Super Bowl, but they're going against a great Giant defense, one of the greats of all time, Lawrence Taylor, head by Bill Belichick. And we talked about the strategy he had to give Thurman Thomas to run, dare him to run. I think he had in mind that Kelly would be impatient, as he was throwing the ball over the middle. They were smacking the heck out of Andre Reed and the receivers, and you're giving up yards and you're giving up points by doing that. They gave up 17 points. Buffalo had 2 good drives in this game. They didn't have the ball that many times because of the time of possession that the Giants had. And they did get, when Buffalo had the ball, they did get yards on some possessions. Got 17 points, 2 legitimate touchdown drives, 1 field goal drive, 1 field goal on a long pass. And they got a safety. That's how they got their 19 points. Let's see what a great offense versus great defense with a few minutes left in the Super Bowl. Let's see what happens. Let's go.
Well, it doesn't have to go into an offense that they haven't been using very often.
All right, 2-6. There hasn't been a turnover in the game. A very well-played game by both teams. No turnovers. Kelly back to pass. Just gets out of the rush. He's going to have to run it. Lucky he didn't fumble that. But the ball is going to go on to the 2-minute warning now. And there again, that 12 seconds he wasted, they would have been able to get another playoff. Now they won't be able to. 2-minute warning in this great Super Bowl 25. Okay, the first stat they show, they say he's very accurate, but 1 of 5. Not that much range. That's on grass. And this is a grass field. They're playing in Tampa. Playing during the Gulf War, 1990. A very patriotic Super Bowl, emotional rendition of America's Star Spangled Banner, and another sack, although he got 1 yard there. Eric Howard got him as he had to run again. The receivers were covered well. Now they're rushing to the line, 3rd and 1. And just when you think the Giants have an advantage because they made him use a lot of time to get just 9 yards, there goes Thurman. And watch this tackle. Oh, did you see that tackle? First, they get 20 yards, but then a great tackle by Everson Walls, the former Cowboy who got burned on the Dwight Clark. He was one covering Dwight Clark on the catch that put Joe Montana on the map. There's Everson Walls, the veteran, making a great tackle. It would have been a lot more yardage. But now with the clock running, They did get the 20 yards they need, and Buffalo's now back in good shape. After being in bad shape on the first two plays, they're in good shape on that 20-yard run. He's over 120 yards for the. He's over 100 yards for the game. Over the middle again. Lots of players there, including Carl Banks, made that tackle. Clock still moving. They only got one timeout left. Near a minute. Back to Pet. Look at the pass rush. But it didn't amount to much. Now he's got to call that last timeout, and Eric Howard is gassed. I wants out of here. Again, they've been rushing, as a good point by Gifford, they've been rushing two. Gifford was one of the only ones to notice that they were only rushing two the whole night and that Eric Dorsey didn't play. But he must be very tired. He's one of the only pass rusher going in. They sent 3 and 4 on many occasions with, but it's a hot night as well in Florida. I shouldn't say that it was in the 60s. It could have been that was a factor, but Eric Howard is gassed. Final timeout, and I'll take another pause. 1st and 10 at the Buffalo at the 46. Again, another stat: 0 for 6 on 50 plus. As long as this year 48, he hasn't hit one of that distance. His longest career, so he said, was 49. He's never hit a 50-yard. 40, so they're on the Giant 46. Oh, wait a minute. That's wait 1 second. Daredevil just said they got to be targeting the. Here it is. You got to be targeting the 25. Again, Kelly after the game said he was only targeting the 25. The Giants trying to hold on. Buffalo and the great offense trying to get into field goal range. They're rushing 3 again. Over the middle. Catch by McKellar. Now the referees are going to let them run to the line here. Note that, because I don't want to go over. I don't want to spend much time on this. They're going to let them go to the line.
Again, the Bills without a timeout.
Now, note that.
2nd down and 4.
And now they blow the whistle to review whether he caught it. And the way they used to do it was quickly on the field. They used to send men.